Apache has just filled the feeders with some South Fresh deer food. He's got his buddy there beside him, King Cash. Hi, King Cash. We call him King Cash because he's got a green crown, color of money. King Cash. Got a good name for him, Apache?
Yeah.
Apache, somebody suggested that we call the white babies, the albino babies, Hansel and Gretel.
Oh.
Do you know who Hansel and Gretel is?
Not really.
Not really. It's from a nursery rhyme.
Oh.
Hansel and Gretel is from a nursery rhyme. I figured it's probably something else in Spanish. By the way, I got this bad cold I've got some Mexican honey.
Oh.
San Pedro honey. You ever heard of it?
No.
San Pedro honey, and it's all in I think Sherry brought it back from South America or Mexico.
Oh.
And I've been taking it. But you look at these two deer right here. That's of course a wild deer right there. I believe that was Fat Boy. Isn't that Fat Boy?
Yeah, that's Fat Boy.
That's Fat Boy. He's going to have some big ones. We got one of the red tag here with her little baby from last year. Now, one of the red tags we have is twins. The twins that are running around are wet red tags. But you can see we got 4 bucks here this morning. Apache, this morning early, that baby calf was trying to play with Forrest and his daddy. He was running and jumping at them. They were running from him. And finally, Forrest reared back and kind of went at him with his horns. And there's another wild deer right back there. That wild deer's waiting on Apache and I to leave. He's not really afraid of Apache and I. You can see that's one of our really good deer. That deer doesn't appear to have any brow tines, Apache.
No.
And looking at it, and that's something. He looks like he could have some drop or something down there. I don't know. Hard to tell. But anyway, get looking really, really close. Yeah, buddy. That's some big antlers. Alrighty. Chris and I are going to head to church, Apache. Fat Boy looking good.
Yeah.
Got some scars around his neck where he was fighting last year. Those big boys do some damage, them fighting. No doubt about that. Well, as you can see, looking out the window, cutting is definitely still happening today. I thought they might cut on Sunday. I personally wouldn't be out there cutting on Sunday, but I knew that in the past that they had cut hay on Sundays. And I've only so many days to cut hays in the spring, in the summer, in the fall, and they're definitely trying to get 2 cuttings out for me, which is really, really good. We cut on the share. They get the largest share, but then again, they're doing most of the work. I'm providing the land and the hay, and they're doing all the cutting. So it's a great partnership. It's partnerships that farmers have been doing forever. Many people provide a lot of land. Other people farm it. Tenant farmers, they call them. That's sort of what this hay cutting is. But it's pretty special there to see them out there cutting that hay. It's getting her done. Cross hill in the background, Cross Mountain. Well, that's looking good. We are baling right now. It doesn't look like that field's making too many bales, but we are baling right now. And you can see the baler going off down through there. I was up here pretty close a second ago. We just got home from church, and these bales are happening since we've been gone. And you're still cutting when we were here earlier. It looks like we got 2 trucks here now, so we might have a helper out here. But baling that hay right now. It's looking good. I'm kind of shooting out the door of the car. I've got the car door open because my windows won't roll down on Chris's new Cadillac. You know, I took it up to the Cadillac dealer in Norman, Oklahoma the other day, and you know, I told them there was something wrong with electrical problems because lights were not going off in the interior, running the battery down, and they said, sure enough, you need a new battery. And that wasn't covered under warranty. $400 and some odd for a battery they put in it. There comes a bale of hay. Yeah, that's what I like to see. You can see there's cutting over on the other side. There's a tractor coming by cutting. And so now the windows won't roll down. the lights are on in the interior all the time, and the dash says that the passenger door is open, which it's not. And so the guys there at the Cadillac dealer in Norman were not very friendly. The service manager, the guys up front, were real friendly. The service manager was not very friendly at all. Hung up on my daughter. Hung up on me one time, but you know, that's okay. He just insisted that all was wrong with the battery. I don't know if they checked anything else, but I told him there's an electrical problem somewhere. But he said, it's only the battery, so your warranty's not any good, doesn't cover it because it's maintenance. It's battery. So they put a new battery in for $400 and some odd. And here we are. We can't roll the window down, and it's we need to park it in the building and have the windows down in these 100-degree days. And the battery's definitely going to run down because the lights are staying on in the interior all the time. We can't get them off. Maybe they will go off. I don't know. We'll check them later. But it's raking into big piles there. I said they were cutting down there. As he gets closer, I see it's just the rakes. But hay on the Eagle. Sure tickled to get it. Sure proud of David Finley for cutting it for us. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, our little flock of geese have decided that they live here. I actually saw them a little while ago out around the deer feeder. And geese do like deer food. My guess is they're probably getting around the fish feeder as well when it goes out. It's right there, Texas Hunter fish feeder. The water boils. I need to show y'all that. That's pretty impressive when that fish feeder goes off and that water boiling like that. Just amazing. I was out there the other day shooting a video for Spike It for their new product, a sonic coat that goes on your lures. You put it on your lures where you can see them easier with your live scope, your forward-facing sonar. But those geese are probably around that fish feeder also, but they might be scared to get around the fish feeder when it goes off because they're afraid a fish might eat them. And a big old bass might jump up there and eat one of them. I don't know. You'd certainly eat those babies. I know that for a fact. But they hit the water. They're beautiful, but they live here. They're in the yards about all the time. Not necessarily good, but I guess that's the family right there, the baby geese in the middle. That's their friends that have just joined with them. So we have a flock of 5. If you look way up in the upper end of the lake, what am I seeing up there? What is that? What is that anyway? I guess it's just I don't know what it is. I guess it's a tree or something floated down through there. Something. Look at all the little stuff hitting the top of the water up through there. Isn't that calm water? Isn't that something? See that happening? Can't really see it with your naked eye up here, but see the little dipples on the top of the water happen? Looks like it raindrops. It's little fish and getting little tiny bugs. There's the family right there. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Look out here in the prayer circle. A gobbler and 3 hens that's believing it's not July. They're believing it's March or April or May even. Is there 3 gobblers 3 hens out there too? There's 3, isn't there? Okay, how many am I seeing? 3, I thought it was 3. They get behind each other. He was up in full strut. Wasn't too pretty a strut, but he was up in strut. Now Benelli just went out the dog door, and he come out of strut. I see deer come around. Oh, the feeder must have gone off. Look at the deer running through the woods. Look at that. Look at that. How's that for a deer call, boys and girls? Look at that. I guess that's where they're coming. Let's see if they come on up here. They're just running. Could be a coyote after them or something, too. Well, they stopped or slowed down. Maybe there might have been something after them. The turkeys come out of strut also. They didn't go toward the feeder, though. The turkeys know about the feeder just like the deer do. And the deer, are they coming or not? No, they were just running. No, maybe they are coming. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, she seems to be coming toward the feeder. Look at those turkeys. Isn't that pretty? I love wild turkeys. That looks like, I don't know, maybe it's 3 hens. I thought it might be a hen and 2 babies. Well, nothing showed up there. I don't see the other deer, so I saw 2 of them running like crazy. But evidently, that was not what happened. Okay, guys and girls, I want to end this week with a look out the window because it's just a glorious look out the window. And we got lots of footage of the bucks this week. We got does out there with them. We've thrown some does in. Some of those does still look like they're carrying. I don't know. Maybe they're just big old fat does. Maybe so. Maybe they're just super healthy. But we look out there and we see bucks everywhere. Bucks and does. We got a lot of deer out there this morning. Look at all the deer out there this morning. That's Forrest and his father preening on each other, they call it. Licking and cleaning each other up. And we look off over here and we just got deer everywhere we look, which is spectacular, absolutely spectacular. I love it. My buddy Larry Sissel in Tulsa here, a year or so ago told me, he said, Jimmy, you finally have accomplished what you wanted to do all of your life, is to be able to look out your window just about any time of the day or night and have an opportunity to see a deer. Now, we can't look out our window and see a deer all the time. We can't do that. We could go to look at the pens, but as far as looking at deer just running around in the wild, but by golly, we can look out just about any time of the day or night and have a great opportunity. I was taking Chris to the bathroom last night about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and as I got up and went over to her side of the bed to move her wheelchair over there, I looked out and there was a big old deer walking across the yard, and I just watched it for about 5 seconds there, 10 seconds before I got her out of bed. But that is just look at all the does out there. There's a little buck way back there, then big bucks, and big buck walking through right there. There's 3 bucks in that picture. It's just like, as you pan around and look, it's just a lot of deer. It's just a lot of deer. So it's so thrilling for me to get to share this with y'all because almost everybody don't get a chance to see this. There are some of you that can see deer every day, and you feel so fortunate. Thank God for that, because if you're in a place where you can see deer every day, even if it's just 2 or 3 or 4 deer, you don't have to be able to see a lot of them like this. I don't know how many's out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's about 10 of them out there. Look at this one over here, just walking across. Look how fat she is, walking across right just a few feet away. And I think that red tag has twin babies and she's just not bringing around the house. I've seen a red tag around close, and that's an old deer right there. That's one of my original Iowa deer, which is several years old now. Golly, is that special or is that special? Guys and girls, have you a great one out there. Smile, stay happy, make someone else's life happy today. You could be somebody's miracle. And remember, I sure do love you.